All right, so I cut that off, but I think I have it set up now that I can really do this, okay? So I was saying that we need to cut the amount of hangover, the amount of, this is tough. Okay, so I'm going to just cut this right now because it's still way too much, and I want it to overlap 2¼ inches. So I'm going to cut this just straight. Okay. And I'm going to open this little piece that I have, and this is sort of my guide, okay, because that's 2¼ inch right there. So, okay, lay it nice and flat on your quilt. You can see that. Nice and flat, okay, and from the edge of my quilt, the edge of where I cut it, I'm going to place this back on, okay. And if you can see, that's 2¼ inch. I want to cut the bottom piece right there, so I have exactly 2¼ inch overlap. All right, you can take a pencil. Okay, I have a pencil, and I'm just gonna fold up my top piece, and I can't do that, so I'm just gonna put a little mark right there on the bottom one. Okay, I'm gonna double check this. You can see a picture of my hands, I think. Okay, so I put a little pencil line there, and I'm just going to double check that it's going to be 2¼ inch. Now, if it's a little short, that's okay, because some people like to cut it a little short when they join them, because then it lays real nice and flat when you sew it together. So I'm good here. I have my 2¼ inches overlapping, and so I'm going to now cut this piece off. All right. Okay, now the fun starts. If you didn't think that was fun. See, now we got to somehow sew these together. So I'm going to fold my quilt so that it's sticking together like that. And I place a clip on it, okay? If you want, you could do 2 clips. I don't think I have one. Or a pin, or whatever works for you. I have a bigger clip here. I can just put it down there like that. And that'll hold it, and it'll give me, what it does is so that you don't have any drag when you're working with this, okay? So now you have these 2 pieces that you have to join. This is the tricky part. It's all tricky, right? But I guess you get used to it. Oh, I don't know if I can do this, Debbie, but I will try my best, okay? What you have to do is open up each piece. See my ugly old hands, huh? Okay, so you open them up, and you have the crease in the middle, and you open up, and I just put that through my fingers, and I'm going to open up the other side as well. Okay, and okay, so here's the right side, and here's the left side. What you have to do is, you have to put them perpendicular to each other, and then you're going to sew them across. Sew it from here to here. But the tricky part of it is to make sure that they go in the right direction so that when you sew it, it's flat. All right, and I'm just going to double check, so give me a chance here to make sure that I'm doing this right. And you can, in the beginning, I used to use pins. I used to just take a pin and put it through. To see, and I don't even know if this is right because I'm a little distracted here. But let's see, if I was going to sew it here to here, this would not be right, right? It's all mishmash, so I'm going to take that out. All right, and let me just try to figure this out here. All right, so this one comes this way, and I have to twist this. You're going to twist the one in your left, okay, down. And I just want to do it first before I show you, okay? And then, okay, so this is it. Okay, I had to twist the piece on the left. I had to twist it around and come across. Oh, this is so hard, Debbie. Oh my God, I hope you can figure this out from me. I'm not saying it's hard to do. I'm saying this is hard to do a video on it because I need both my hands to get this done. All right, so if you can see, this is the edge of the thing. I opened it up and I laid the good sides together. See the nice side? They go together. I lay the left piece of binding on top of the right piece of binding. I have to twist this part so that it folds like this. And now I'm going to put pins in it so I can sew perpendicular from this edge, this corner edge, all the way up to this left corner edge. So you can actually see it makes a box here, and you're going to sew the box from corner to corner. So now let me just put the pins in it. And you can even draw a line. You're working with the wrong side of the fabric, so you won't see the line when you sew and when you open it up. Okay? And I'll even show you, I can take the ruler and you go from edge to edge. See your little perpendicular line. I hope you can see that. And I use my pencil or pen. It doesn't matter because you won't see it. I'm just going to put this down so I can draw it. And that's your sewing line. When you draw it, you will be sewing on that line. All right. And this is why you need to make sure you have enough workspace when you are cutting your and sewing your binding on. You don't sew it all the way because, there we go, because you need that space to work with. Okay, so I'm going to check it one more time because, gosh darn, it's so much easier to check it twice than to rip it out. All right, now I'm going to sew it and bring it over to the sewing machine. Okay, I got them together. And lay it out flat. Again, hard to do with one hand. Give me a second. This is hard to do if you're an experienced sewer, I think. Because everything's got to be just so when it comes to this binding. I'm just going to lay you here for a second. Okay, so once you flatten out both pieces, and it's directly under your foot, okay, you don't want to drag, and just take your time, and if I have to come to South Carolina to help you, I will. I'm actually going to put in an extra pin because it's like dragging a bit. I'm going to show you how I pinned it in just a second. Okay. Alright, see, I just pinned it a little extra. I'm going to push this one in. So it's not blocking my line. Alright, I'm going to just sew it real quick. And I know you can't see it. Holy cannoli, Batman! Wow, this is 10 minutes. Alright, I'm going to try it just real quick. Hopefully, we get it. Alright, you know what? I'm going to close this and I'm just going to sew it. But you see how I'm going to sew it from corner to corner. Okay, be back.